Hi guys. Oops, I think this might be a little bit too loud. So hi guys, this is a now spinning video, which means that I'm going to be showing you some records that I've been spinning lately. Last video update that I did was all metal, and yeah, I mean, just happened. I thought that I didn't want to wait until next week when I got a lot more records and just, do a huge 30-minute video. So anyway, yeah, it was all metal, but this time it's just now spinning. So it's a bit of random stuff, a little bit of everything. What's playing in the background? A record that I've shown I got sometime in the summer, so around July time maybe, or something like that, or August, don't remember really, but that's when I got it. It's this one, so it's Ennio Morricone, Gli occhi freddi della paura, which is something Eyes of Fear. Glee, I don't know what Glee means, but eyes of the cold eyes of fear, or something like that. Anyway, this is Ennio Morricone. This is a really interesting record because the people that are playing here are very interesting. It's good music as well. It's Ennio Morricone composing. It's what's the guy? Oh yeah, Bruno Nicolai is conducting. And the band is essentially Gruppo di Improvisazione Nuova Consonanza. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, there you go. Loads of good reasons why you should get this album, basically. Loads of good reasons. One being that Ennio Morricone albums are rare. Originals, reissues are rare as well. They do come out, in regular intervals, but yeah, they sort of disappear quite quickly, and yeah, basically. And usually they're really good. I mean, they're above average. So yeah, this is like, jazzy, improvisational, cinematic, has like loads of things. So it's playing in the background, you can sort of get a feel for it. I'm sorting out some records here while I'm talking. So yeah, I got this album when it came out. Boniver, obviously Boniver, what's the name, the guy's name, I don't remember. This was a hotly anticipated album when it came out. I wasn't hugely impressed with it when it came out. I took it out for another spin because I was playing the first Boniver album, which I love, and this is not bad in many ways, but I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. I guess that it's the way it is. Yeah, Boniver, basically. Yeah. Yeah, I got this one out, Led Zeppelin 2. This is obviously the recent reissue, yada yada yada, no need for introduction here. You know what it is. Yeah, just I don't know. I never got into Led Zeppelin up until like a couple of years ago when I went back home, and the first record I pulled out was Led Zeppelin 3. And after that, I was like, sort of obsessed with Led Zeppelin. I'm really happy that these reissues came out. Really nice, by the way. Not too long ago, I was looking through my records, and I started playing a lot of indie stuff, which I've left here in the, in the pile that is like being played or have been played recently before I put them back in the shelves, which I need to do a video of as well because I have new shelves, no more vinyl squalor. It's just, yeah, it's much more organized and much better, and I need to do it. I actually did one, and I was moving my phone and everything, and I had forgotten to press record, so yeah, that video never happened, and I was just cannot do it again. Anyway, well, nothing. Gemini, really excellent indie pop kind of music. Yeah, it came out in 2010. It was one of the best of the year, according to several people. I don't know what else these guys have done. I don't think I've followed them since, but this is an excellent, excellent album. I cannot really remember any specific, you know, tracks that you should check out, but yeah, this is a really good album. Another one from 2008, I want to say. 2007 it says. Don't remember if it was 2007 actually that came out or 2008. The Boxer by The National. I have to admit that their album after this, I think it was, yeah, never mind. I haven't followed these guys, basically. It's the only album that I have really listened to. It's just brilliant. I mean, Mistaken for Strangers, Call of Victoria, Apartment Story, just brilliant. And the voice reminds me a little bit of Tindersticks, but with a little bit more indie rock kind of, sensibilities, I guess. This pressing here that I have, which is the black vinyl album version, just, yeah, it comes with an insert as well, which is really nice. It's not fantastic, and having that this guy's really deep voice doesn't help being really it feels very muddy. I don't know, but this is a brilliant album. I mean, yeah, brilliant. I continued on with the more indie stuff. This is from 2000 and I'm talking bullcrap. 2005, no, 2005, I'm correct. This is a 2013 re-release on red vinyl. Doesn't really matter. Ladytron, Witching Hour, potentially their best album, I think. I mean, yeah, electronic. Yeah, it's electronic music basically. So it is electronic. It's pop. It's krauty in many ways, and some of its sensibilities. I'm using that word again, but yeah, it is true. I mean, check out CMYK or Destroy Everything You Touch, or yeah, I mean, this is brilliant, brilliant album, fantastic. I always wanted to get it, but just never happened. 2005 was like a bit of a weird period for me, buying albums and all that, so yeah. The Kills, No Wow. I found this one, on offer in a record shop, and yeah, it's just brilliant duo of indie garagey kind of sound. The Kills, you probably have heard No Wow, Love is a Deserter, really good indie hits that, if you went to a sensible indie club, they would have been playing it back in 2005, so, yeah, quite good. Something a little bit fresher. Fresher doesn't really. It's not completely fresh. 2008, The Foals, self-titled album. Funny. Interesting story about this one. I found out about this watching the Culture Show on BBC, and they were doing, like, I don't know, one bit about poetry, one bit about something else, and they were talking about these guys, and they say, oh yeah, the new album is coming out, and it was really interesting to find out that the guitarists, well, basically the musicians here are not really trained musicians, in the sense that they play guitar and whatnot. And they were saying that we don't know how to play guitar, but we do know how to make interesting sounds out of it, and basically they took that technique and they made the whole album, and it works. It's just brilliant. Dancey, indie, guitar-led, but it gives an electronic kind of, They use guitars basically like an electronic instrument, like, you know, for the sound. So yeah, excellent. Probably know all these. I mean, you know, it's nothing really new. Yeah, why not? I've shown this before. Really good album. I mean, you know, it's people might hate on her. I don't know. I mean, she has a really good voice. Some people find this album really boring. I like this album because of the production. I like the fact that she's not rapping anymore, which is great because in the previous one she did do a little bit of rapping, which is, well, I don't know if it's the correct way of saying it, but yes, it had like modern elements, whereas this is a little bit more old-fashioned. Um, it's a really good album. What can I say? I like it. I like it, honestly. And yeah, I bought this one basically because my girlfriend likes her a lot. So, and this next one is actually my girlfriend's album. She bought it. It's hers, and it's one of 5 albums that she has in the whole collection that are hers, and this is one of them. Her favorite band, the Arctic Monkeys. As I said, I was going all indie, so yeah. 2006, huge hit with I Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor. Yeah, one of the first bands that actually got big through social media, so that was like a big thing. It's like, oh my god, these people are using MySpace to become famous. That kind of thing, which nowadays is like, you know, common practice, I guess. But they were not a fad band. I mean, I've got into them by listening to their last album, and I gave this a spin just, you know, because I'm familiar with I Bet You'd Look Good on the Dance Floor, but they have good songs, and you know, in a hushed you know, voice, they have good songs actually. Yeah, true. And they have evolved their style, but they've remained constant in what they're doing. Their voice, the main band leader, I don't remember his name, he hasn't changed his you know, his view. He has evolved, obviously, has changed things, but they're the same band in effect. So yeah, the latest album is totally amazing, has a place, I think, in any kind of, you know, open-minded, if you like, record collection, and this is a good one as well. I really like Fake Tales of San Francisco. This is excellent. This is a fantastic track, and I really like their lyrics because they're poking fun at everything. They are serious, but they're not really, and they have a sort of sense of humor that you don't find in a lot of bands these days. So yeah, really good. Next one, totally classic, no need for introduction. The Doors, first album. This is you know, Rhino reissue. It's unfortunately the stereo one. You know, if you're going to get this on vinyl, try to find the mono one. The production, I was aware of it, but yeah, I screwed it up. I found it really cheap, so I don't regret buying it. But I have the CD, the mono CD version back home, that has the mix for Break On Through, the whole thing. So it says Wanna Get High and all that. Or not Wanna Get High. Yeah, the cutout high, I think, doesn't matter. But more importantly is that there is no stereo really. I mean, you know, one part has drums, the other part has the bass sort of thing, and the production doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. They made it stereo just to make it stereo. It's not really stereo. So if you're gonna get this, get the uncensored version just for the hell of it, and get the mono one. Brilliant album. I really like this one. I mean, yeah, no other band sounds like the Doors. There's no other band, I think, and this one is just a total classic. Yeah, and ooh, more from the listening stacks. The other day I was feeling like doing a little bit of a sing along all by myself, and I pulled out my copy of Neutral Milk Hotel, and yeah, this is just such a brilliant album, man. Yeah, one of the top albums ever. I mean, a lot of people, there's a lot of hype about this, and a lot of people get hung up with the lyrics and oh, it's talking about semen and la 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 and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I know that, but if you don't, get, you're not touched by the lyrics in some kind of way by these, by these guys, you're made of wood, man. I mean, honestly, this is just it is touching in a way that it shouldn't be touching. It's like the cover of the album actually. It's surreal. It feels like something that you know, but it's like a dream kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. It's fantastic, fantastic. Sound carriers, yes, one of the recent purchases of mine, and my God, this was a really good purchase. For reasons unknown, I think that this has sold out. It's really hard to find now. Previous albums from these guys go for quite a bit of money, unfortunately. But yeah, if you do see a copy of this, it's just grab it. Just just do it. Don't think too much about it. It's amazing. Sound carriers are from somewhere in from the UK. The sound so much, there's so much warmth and and sweetness in the sound, which is amazing. It does sound like, you know, and Tropicalia. It does what it says on the tin. It does have this Tropicalia kind of feel to it. It's electronic. It is krauty. It is, if you're going to check a song out, I don't know, check out the whole album. It's just amazing. There is an album. There is a song which is quite yeah, I think it's this one, Lose the Feel, which is quite long and it's very krautrock inspired, whereas the other ones are a little bit more electronic. Just amazing. Yeah, get it. No needs for introduction. Conference of the Birds. It's just a regular kind of reissue. Probably people say that this is their best release. Not in my opinion, but I like yeah, just brilliant. Caius, yeah, no need for introduction again. Welcome to Sky Valley. Fantastic stoner rock, desert rock, whatever you want to call it, album. Yeah, just brilliant, brilliant. The guitar here, the sound of the guitar is just something that is, yeah, the other bands don't have. I think that they were actually playing through bass amplifiers, so they used the stacks of bass guitar to play guitar through, so that the sound would sound this massive, and it sounds massive. It's unbelievable, fantastic. I mean, yeah. Don't know if there's anything specific I would like to recommend, but yeah, White Water, which is the closing track, is just, yeah. Gardini Asteroid, what, 100 Degrees, Demon Cleaner, what? Masterpiece, amazing album. 19 minutes, bloody hell, man. Peter Walker, yay! I've shown this like a few months ago. This has been reissued along with this guy's LP, which I didn't get because it's a little bit like country. But Peter Walker, second poem to Carmela. Yeah, Or Gypsies Are Important. Came out in 1967, I want to say, or somewhere around 68, actually. And he is a guitar player, and give you a little bit of feel for the album. So there's flute, violin, tabla, and tambura. And yeah, and Peter Walker is playing the sarod, which I don't know what that is, sarod, sharod, or whatever, and guitar. And it's really dreamy and psychedelic, and it's exactly what, you know, you sort of imagine it to sound like. Amazing, check it out. And finally, one of the albums that I have been playing a lot lately, and yeah, just, yeah, King Crimson, it's just brilliant. And not only have I been playing this, but I've also been playing this, which is Tool, Lateralus, and yeah, maybe I should, yeah, this one. And it does make sense. I've read one something on somewhere, and I think that they were saying to Robert Fripp about how similar Tool sounds to King Crimson, and Fripp actually responded something like, I don't know if there is a lot of King Crimson in Tool, but there is definitely a lot of Tool in King Crimson, which is very diplomatic, and yeah, it does make sense. It does make sense. And actually, I was listening to this, and then I was listening to anyway. There's a lot more things that I've been playing. CDs, there's yeah, but it's 21 minutes. It's way too long, so I will leave it here. Yeah, leave your comments, like the video, dislike the video, subscribe, unsubscribe, the usual stuff. You know what to do. And I will be seeing you around sometime this week. See ya.